Alright, so we are going to play in my basement today. We are trying to do a rematch with Evan since we didn't get to finish our last game. So it's Vampire Chaos versus the new Warriors of Chaos. The 2,700 points where special characters are with 50% less of their points value when purchasing them, but are still worth full marks when you kill them. Evan, do you want to go over your list?
Yeah. So I have Village, Curseling, he's my 50% off character. It's my BSB. They're in a unit of 23 Warriors of Chaos, Mark of Zinch, hand weapon shield, full command, 5 dogs, 6 trolls with additional hand weapons, 5 dogs, Chariot of Corn, Hell Cannon, 6 ogres, full command, Mark of Nurgle, and great weapons, level 2 with Mark of Zinch on a disc with Lore Metal, and a level 1 Nurgle Daemon Prince.
Yeah, after our last game, Evan decided to drop some things because they weren't as efficient and decided to just add more Hell Cannons to his army. On my side, we have my 5 dogs, my 46 ghouls, corpse cart right beside it with Spirit Host, Graveguard, 2 Terrorgeists, like so, another Spirit Host behind that building, Vargheists, dogs, my 2 units of 20 zombies with full command. I did make a little change. I dropped some magic items and then added another Necromancer. So I have a level 4 Necromancer, a level 1 Necromancer. Henrik is my special character. He's just right behind there. And in this unit I have 2 White Kings. And after deployment we deployed to terrain first and then scenario second, just to kind of make things interesting. And we got battle for the pass. So everything that we were setting up for is going to be weird. And Evan won deployment and he got the 6 or 5. So Evan's going first. So we just finished Warriors Chaos turn 1. His warriors walked into that building. The rest of his army just moved up a little bit. His Daemon Prince made sure that he was only within range of 1 of my Terrorgeists. In the magic phase, he went for the new big Zinch-like template. Dropped it right on my ghouls. It scattered off, only hitting my corpse cart and my Terrorgeist. Oh, this whole thing I let it just go off because it was just every model hit takes a strength D6 hit. He rolled a 2, failed to wound the Terrorgeist or the corpse cart, and then he went for a bolt of change on my corpse cart. I dispelled that, and then he went for the gateway on my corpse cart, and he failed to cast it. So his shooting phase, he went for both shots of his Hell Cannons onto that Terrorgeist. One went 10 inches off the board that way. The other one direct hit, succeeded to wound, and then I rolled my 6 for my awesome ward save, my regen, and we were off to Vampire Counts turn 1. We just finished Vampire Counts turn 1. Dogs moved up, everything just kind of moved up a little bit, Spirit Hosts. We're on to round 2, apparently on drinks. I'm slowing down here. In magic phase, nothing really happened. I raised a new unit of zombies right there. And then I tried to Van Hels's dance them up, and Evan dispelled it. It was a really small magic phase. And that's Vampire Chaos turn 1. We're off to Warriors of Chaos turn 2. So we just finished Warriors of Chaos turn 2. His army moved up. His charges he made was his chariot failed his friendship check and had to charge in on my dogs on the side. His other chariot charged in on my zombies that I raised. And that was it. Everything. Oh, these warriors came out of the building. In the magic phase, he tried to do, he just went right after my corpse cart and essentially just blew him up with Infernal Gateway. He rolled really good on it. And in the shooting phase, both shots from his Hell Cannons missed. Well, one hit on a partial, but then failed to wound. The other one missed 10 inches, like way off into the middle here. In combat, both chariots just annihilated both targets they hit. And we are off to Vampire Counts turn 2. So we just finished Vampire Counts turn 2. I moved my Vargheists onto the side of the board there. Charged my Spirit Hosts at his dogs. He fled. I redirected into his trolls. And then the rest of my Terrorgeist moved up onto his general. and my dogs went to go block off his warriors over on this side. In the magic phase, I got 12-inch Bubble Van Hell's Dance Off, and what else really happened? Nothing else really happened in Magic. Oh, I cast Curse of the Years on his wizard there. In the shooting phase, my one Terrorgeist rolled a 3, so failed to do any wounds to his general. The other one rolled a 13, and then he saved 2, so he ended up taking 2 wounds. So if my other Terrorgeist would have picked up a little bit of slack, his general might have been dead. But in the combat phase, his warrior's chariot killed 3 of my Graveguard. I punched him back and beat him. I reformed backwards so that if he tried to fly behind me, I can throw some characters at him and try and hold him up. But we are off to we are off to Warriors of Chaos turn 3. So we just finished Warriors of Chaos turn 3. His dude on the disc charged in on my Terrorgeist. His Daemon Prince charged in on my Terrorgeist. His Ogres charged in on my Terrorgeist. I thought my Spirit Hosts were close enough that he wouldn't be able to make that charge, and apparently I was wrong. So his Ogres came in the flank. His dogs moved up over on this side. His chariot came back on. And these guys charged my dogs and wiped them out. In the shooting phase, he killed like 6 ghouls with one of his hell cannons. In the magic phase, nothing happened. It seems to be that when me and Evan play, like, magic just does not happen at all. I wounded his dude with the Curse of Years, but he has a 3-up ward, rerolling 1s on his wizard, so that's fantastic. And we were off to, his Ogres and his Daemon Prince ended up killing my Terrorgeist, and, yeah, his Daemon Prince actually wouldn't have finished off my Terrorgeist if it wasn't for those Ogres on the side, so I kind of wish I spent a little more time moving those ghosts into position. Daemon Prince would have killed him.
Yeah, I beat you by 3. You would have popped.
You did 2 wounds? Oh, you did 4 wounds and a charge. I would have fucking died. Yeah, never mind. And we are off to Vampire Counts turn 3. So we just finished Vampire Counts turn 3. My Vargeist charged to the flank of that Warriors of Chaos chariot, and my ghouls charged into this Daemon Prince. And in Magic phase, nothing really happened. Curse of the Years went off, didn't wound the guy at all. He kept his ward safe. In shooting phase, my Terrorgeist killed his wizard. And in combat, my Vargeists lost by 1. And so I lost Frenzy and lost another wound. So I have 4 wounds together on there. And my ghouls ended up losing by 2. He has a 1-up armor on that guy, so my poison attacks don't do anything. And we are off to Warriors of Chaos turn 4. So we just finished Warriors of Chaos turn 4. In his turn, his Ogres charged into my ghouls. That was it for his charges. His Warriors kind of moved over here. Dogs are just kind of doing weird things over there. Those dogs reformed to look this way. In the magic phase, he did 4 wounds to my... No, he did not. You didn't do anything in the magic phase, did you?
I took about half that unit of zombies.
Oh yeah, you killed 7 zombies, or 8 zombies, and with Infernal Gateway, and that was it. In the shooting phase, he did 4 wounds to my Terrorgeist with his Hell Cannon, and in combat, his chariot finished off my Vargeists, which was 150 points versus 120, and I lose. And in this combat, I ended up losing combat by 10. I did 3 wounds to his big Daemon Prince, but he got bloodthirsty on his Thunder Stomps and fucking gained an extra wound. And I think that was it. And my Spirit Hosts are down to 1 wound left from just holding up those trolls as good as possible. So we're off to Vampire Counts turn 4. So we just finished Vampire Count's turn 4. My Terrorgeist charged at his dogs. His dogs fled. I then tried to redirect into his chariot so that I can get it out of the way so that my Graveguard can come into the flank of those ogres. I did, and by doing so I got my Graveguard into the flank of the ogres with my Spirit Host into the rear of those ogres and moved my zombies up some with my Necromancer in there. In the magic phase, I didn't cast a single thing because I rolled a 3 for my wounds of magic, and then Evan channeled 1, so it was 3 on 3. In the shooting phase, I rolled like garbage, so I did 0 wounds to his chariot. And in combat, he beat down my Terrorgeist before I got a chance to go. And in this combat, I beat him by 5, and then his ogres just stuck around like jerkasses.
Like
on the initial roll, and he needed 4s to break, and he rolled a 4. So my Spirit Host also failed to do a single wound in that fight, so I broke my last time, and we are off to Warriors of Chaos turn 5. So we just finished Warriors of Chaos turn 5. His trolls were stupid and walked down the hill 3 inches. These Chaos Warriors tried to charge in on my zombies because they would have been in the front of my Graveguard and failed, so they only moved 2 inches. The chariot charged in at the tower, killing a bunch of zombies, but I'm still there. Hell Cannons missed on both shots, doing nothing. Magic phase, again, don't think anything really happened. I think he killed 1 zombie with some magic, and I dispelled Gleam magic and everything that happened, but I think only 1 zombie was netted lost. And in the combat, he killed my 5 ghouls with his Daemon Prince, and then my Graveguard killed his ogres. And we are now off to Warriors of Chaos, Vampire Counts turn 5.
Turn 6.
So we just finished Vampire Counts turn 5. My Graveguard turns to the flank of his Daemon Prince. My Necromancer unit, my Henrik and his unit left that building. In the magic phase, I cast Van Hell's Dance, which allowed me to move all my guys in a 12-inch bubble. I also raised a unit of zombies. Actually, I raised a unit of zombies before I did Van Hell's Dance. And that was essentially it for my magic phase. In combat, I did 2 wounds to his Dragon Prince, but his Dragon Prince did 9 wounds in return. I lost by 1. Daemon Prince, he's a dick. And so I lost by 1. He reformed to face up on me. And we're off to Warriors of Chaos turn 6. So we just finished Warriors of Chaos turn 6. His Chaos Warriors charged into the front of my Graveguard. His trolls charged into the flank of my zombies with his dog, and his dogs charged into my zombies. In magic phase, nothing happened. In shooting phase, he killed 2 zombies and did 1 wound to Henrik. In the combat phase, he killed my zombies out with his trolls and stuff. And then in this combat over here, I could not roll a damn single killing blow to kill any of his special characters, and every wound I did, he was like, I got a 6-up armor, 666. Oh, I got a 5-up parry save, 565. I'm like, oh god damn it. So he took 1 wound with all, I had rerolled a hit, and he just took 1 wound in that whole combat. And so my guys just popped through due to thunderstomps. So we were off to Vampire Counts turn 16. We were off to Vampire Counts turn 6. So we just finished my turn 6. I brought my Necromancer over here, and Henrik flew over here, and then I threw 6 dice at trying to do the big Wind of Death across, and failed to cast, which this little dick right here just stole all of my Dispel dice. Or my dice attempted to cast it for his Dispel dice. So that was the end of Magic, which was the end of my phase. And that Daemon Prince, I don't have an answer for that guy yet. That guy is just a beast. So it's going to be a massacre to Evan on Evan's behalf, because I only killed his ogres, his wizard, and dogs and chariot. But he got my whole army minus.
Do you want to go over them?
But we'll just go over like I'll put it into the post. But yeah, MVP.
So he's Daemon Prince, Mark and Nurgle, Chaos Armor, Demonic Flight, Flaming Breath, Scaled Skin, Soul Feeder, Sword of Striking, Dragon Helm, Lore of Nurgle. 425 points. His weapon skill 9, he hits pretty much everybody on 2s. Strength 6, wounds pretty much everybody on 2s. Has a Strength 4 breath weapon. Thunder Stomp at Strength 6, and for every wound he causes, he rolls as a D6 and immediately regains a wound on a 6.
Yeah.
Pretty beastie.
So he probably took about like 7 to 8 wounds in this game, and then just kept regaining them through his Thunder Stomps and every other bullshit that guy could do. But again, it was a fun game. I still don't have an answer for this guy. I tried my 2 Terrorgeists against him, and I just rolled really bad on that one attempt. So I had like a 1 chance to kill him until he beat me. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.